this was interesting. Talanoa Hufanga is sort of like the new spokesman of the secondary. Jimmy Ward's gone. Not to say that he's the best player in the secondary, although he might be. He's all pro. And they brought him out first among the defensive players today, which kind of, I think, indicates. So anyway, he was talking about Ji'Ayir Brown, who apparently had a bunch of interceptions in OTAs when the media wasn't around. And he was asked, Talanoa, like, what sticks out to you about Ji'Ayir Brown? And he said something that caught my attention. He said he's really rangy, very rangy, which I wouldn't have thought. He ran a 4.65, but then I looked, he ran a 4.58 at his pro day.
Yeah.
And there are some very famous ball hawking center fielder free safeties that ran a 4.58. And I looked it up. Ed Reed ran a 4.58, almost the same exact build, about 5'11", 200 pounds. I'm not saying this dude's Ed Reed, but just listening to Talanoa Hufanga talk about him and sort of doing my own research, I think this guy's going to start like right away and be a big freaking addition to this team. Ji'Ayir Brown.
Yeah, man. After we drafted him, I honestly don't follow a lot of college football. I'm too busy to do that. But after we drafted him, I went back and watched his tape. And that's my immediate thought was this guy's going to be a 49er for the next 10 years. He's a franchise type player. And that is one of the rookies, probably the only rookie besides Mooney, who actually has his chance to start. I think it might be tough to beat out Gibson, but if he's really a ball hawk like that, they're not going to keep him off the field. And I think part of it is Wilkes was involved with the drafting of Ji'Ayir Brown. He's not involved with bringing Gibson in. So if he says something in Brown that he likes, would not surprise me if he's a week one starter.
It just like Talanoa is an all-pro. Talanoa is a really good player. And he was talking about Ji'Ayir Brown, who's never played a game in the NFL, with admiration. Like, this guy's got range. This guy's good. And you got to remember, I'm sure the Niners had a higher draft grade on Brown than Hufanga. They like Hufanga. They made him they had a package of plays. They had starting games as a rookie. They had starting as a second year. But like Brown, they traded up for Brown on day 2. So if he's good, I like, thank you to Sean Gibson, but this is the future and the present. He's starting. And when people talk about, like, I want to see what Drake Jackson does this year. Yeah, I want to see what Drake Jackson does this year. But I think this guy is going to be the new addition to the defense that's like a big impact player. Ji'Ayir. They call him Tig.
Tig. It's good to know.
Tig.
Yeah. I would not be surprised, man. I honestly, I know that you and I are critical of the 49ers when we see a reason to be. Right now, it's very early. It's the end of July, right? So right now, my optimism is through the roof. And there's a lot of reason to be very optimistic about this team. I could easily see this defense being better than last year. I could see the offense being better than last year. It's just about whether Brock or Trey is going to emerge as a real top-type quarterback, and is Colton McKivitz going to be able to do his thing over there? If those questions can be answered positively, Niners could have a really good season. And with the schedule, with the travel, they may have a worse record, but all they got to do is make the playoffs and get hot at the right time. And this tough schedule might actually prepare them better for the postseason this coming year. So I'm optimistic, and guys like Tig Brown are part of the reason.
Absolutely. I don't know. I think Talanoa is a very interesting person.
I love
just
him.
Listening to him. I like him a lot. He's a typical DB. Like he'll kill you on the field. But in the interview room, he's like got this great charming smile, and he smiles with his eyes, and he faces you, and he's very like calm and quiet and agreeable, but he'll kill you. I love DBs so much.
It's that Polynesian, man. I got a ton of relatives that are Polynesian. They're like teddy bears, man. But they will break you in half if they have to, So yeah, man. Yeah, I love Huff. Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's gonna be a leader on this team. I think him and Brown could.
I think he is right now.
Yeah,
it feels like the leaders in the defense, frankly, are him and Warner. Like Bosa's the best player in the team, but he's not a leader. He's not here. He doesn't live out here. He doesn't come out here. He doesn't want to be a leader. They make him a captain. He's like, do I have to do a speech? Like, no, you're the best player, and everyone wants you on the team. But the leaders in the defense are Hufanga and Warner. Those are the two.
Yeah, and Bosa by his play.
Yeah, just because everyone respects him, and if he ever actually felt like saying something, they would listen. But that's not him.
Yeah, unless they want entertainment. Sometimes they ask him to talk for the entertainment value. Yeah.
I think the best part about last year was Steph Sanchez doing the Bosa impression. Like, yeah, that's you, Bo. That's you.
Yeah.
Dude. That's exactly what you sound like. Maybe you should switch it up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's elite.
Jewish guy says, yep. Mark Salas says, Ryan, show me Purdy's bottom stats. Pause.
Show me. What do you want me to do? You want me to type them up on my computer? And
you got the stats. Mark, official Bandy Music 88 says God favored Kings David's spreadsheet. Spreadsheets. Yeah. Sean says, is the front office manipulating the pup list just in case BP has a setback? If so, he can't go back on pup, correct?
I thought pup was different now. They can do that throughout, right?
Yeah, you can go back. As long as he's not on pup when the season starts, you can go on pup and come off pup whenever during the training camp.
Yeah.
G-Code Travels Blog POV says, third round comp for Jimmy. How will the Niners use it? Draft a running back.
Or kicker. One of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight end, backup tight end. Danny Gray.
Yeah. Yeah. Danny
Gray. Nope. Two more. Mike Drops with Monster says, eyes on Poe, Clea Davis, Feliciano. Got you. Mm-hmm. Niners Rule says, just got here, and I don't know if Flav is here, another 20 to skip his super chats. He's not here. Papa Phil says, in the playoffs next year, our O-line will be tested again. What changed? It got worse. The guards may have improved just based on time. But I don't know. Everyone's like, oh, you're not giving Colton McKivitz a chance. I've seen Colton McKivitz play. What are you talking about? We've seen this.
Yeah. I mean, the problem was the right tackle. I think Burford, you can expect him to be better. Banks, you can expect to be better. Brendel, you can expect to be the same. I think Feliciano's a good backup. Trent Williams, we'll see. Probably the same. But yeah, I mean, it's just McKivitz and the quarterback. Those are the big questions coming into the season. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. That's the show. I appreciate all the super chats. Stop giving me money. Stop watching. It's over. It was just the beginning today. It was like a prelude to the beginning. It was the preface in the book that you don't really read, but you kind of do because there's going to be information from Kyle in there. But apparently more information came out in the one-on-one. Who knows these days? There's going to be actual football tomorrow. There's going to be a competition. It's going to be fun.
Ryan,
wait. Are you going to be out there any days?
Sunday and Monday. I'll be there Sunday and Monday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
That's what's up. Well, we'll do a show on Monday because you'll be there. It'll be fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you later. I'm doing a show at 7:00 tonight with some Seahawks bloggers.
Is it the guy Jesse was with last night?
I don't know. I should be promoting it, but I don't even know them that well.
Is his name Brandon?
They're great. Huh?
Is his name Brandon?
I don't think so. I think it's Brian.
Okay.
I don't know.
Jesse did one last night, and the guy was great, but it was like a 4-hour stream.
I'm not giving him 4 hours. Tops.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks, everyone.